Now with Mike Barrett from Barrett Insurance. Good morning, Mike.
Hey, good morning. How are you?
You know, we were talking this morning about trees and property insurance, and tell me a little bit more about that.
So, it's something we've seen quite a bit of over the past couple of storms, especially this past weekend. A lot
Definitely.
of trees were down, a lot of damage. Lindenville took it very hard up in the Pudding Hill area with some of the storms coming through. And one of the things we always get asked about is trees and whether they're covered or not. Well, we're talking homeowner insurance policy, and again, we use AAIS forms, for those who are geeky enough to even know what the heck that means. But there are two companies out there that have policy forms that that homeowner companies use. It's either ISO or AAIS. And you can always tell if you're looking at your policy, it's in the very bottom. It tells you what it is. So I'm referring to the AAIS policy form in particular this morning. That's a level of geekdom I haven't gone to for a while. But in general, a homeowner policy does not cover property beyond your home and personal property. So it does not cover land, does not cover trees. So when a tree falls, it's not covered typically. But there are times that it is covered. And I wanted to just kind of throw that out there this morning. So it's actually going to fall under a specific part of the policy called debris removal. And it says that the company will pay for the cost to remove falling trees, which either A, have caused damage to property covered under coverages A, B, or C, A being your home, B being another structure like a shed or a garage, and C being personal property. So the tree has to have impacted and caused damage to those items for the removal of that tree to even be covered. Or B, it has to obstruct access to a driveway on your premises. So if that tree is caused by any other peril or any of the perils described under coverage C, it's not provided elsewhere on the policy, but it would be provided there. So in layman's terms, if the tree hits something that you own, other than, it's got to be covered by your homeowner policy, the removal of that tree would be covered. The most they'll pay per occurrence is $500. So if it's a big tree, it may cost more than that, but it's worth knowing. So last night, some of the storms this past weekend took a tree down in my yard. Well, that tree was kind of in the back 40, as we like to call it, but it was on my lawn, didn't obstruct access to my home, did not hit anything, so I had to pull out my old Husqvarna and cut it up myself. But if that tree had fallen on my house or was blocking my driveway, I could have had tree removal company come in, and it would be paid up to $500.
Now, can someone retroactively buy this kind of insurance? Let's say my grandfather recently had a tree fall down on his house, and he had to pull in some personal favors for his friends. Can he buy this insurance, and then after the tree has fallen down on his house?
That's a great question, and the absolute answer to that is no. So there's so many variables at play as to how insurance works. The person who gets that windshield crack, who now adds what we call comprehensive coverage to their auto policy, or that person who has a vehicle accident who wants to now put rental reimbursement so that they have a replacement vehicle while their vehicle is in the shop. You have to have had that coverage at the time of loss. They're called occurrence policies, and that means the coverage at the time of the loss is the coverage that you have regardless of what you have before or after. The coverage at that moment is what you have.
Okay.
Very specific.
Well, Mike, thanks for joining me here today.
No problem.
Telling us all about our trees here. And Mike Barrett here from Barrett Insurance here on Kicks 105. Great to have you here.
Nice. Thank you very much. And you can always give us a call, 748-5224. Visit our website, thebarrettagency.com. Facebook, Google+, and YouTube is Barrett Insurance
You're on
Agency.
Google+.
Oh, yeah, why not?
Fantastic.
Why not?
All right, we'll have more music from Rascal Flatts and one half of Hootie and the Blowfish right after this.